Now I'm going to ask some questions, but before asking the questions, I wanted to have a bit different topic for all of us. Now there is a wave, I'll repeat the wave, don't worry about it's the corona wave, there's a wave of opening of the schools and colleges. So अभी हम online learning पे बोल रहे थे. Amola was talking about the screen, its effects, side effects. I really appreciate the one saying that we survived COVID, especially education survived in the COVID era because of online learning. And now we are shifting from online learning to the offline learning. And it is going to be a challenge. It is like a development process. एक बच्चा जो चलने लगा है वो अभी स्कूल जाने लगा है, तो एक बच्चा जो ऑनलाइन है वो अभी ऑफलाइन होने वाला है. So I start with Dr. Nandita with this background that what are the problems people were facing. I think Amula has touched it, but I wanted to just briefly touch what actually is making us push from online to offline. अच्छा चल रहा था, घर पे बैठ के चल रहा था, तो ऑनलाइन में प्रॉब्लम्स क्या है? सो व्हाट आर द प्रॉब्लम्स इन द ऑनलाइन learning? It's for both parents, parenting especially for both as well parent and children. Nandita madam.
Thank you, Dr. Gotwala. This is a very interesting topic all parents have been facing, and this takes us back to those days of Corona at its height, and when a total paradigm shift came in education, as Amola had pointed out, schooling had stopped. Then came in online schooling. But was it taken well? I would say not that well because of various reasons. First of all, none of us parents, students, teachers, nobody was really very well adept to this online teaching thing. Zoom was a new world for everybody. So we had to go ahead and learn these technologies. So getting in for the students, getting in, staying there, how to tune in, everything was difficult. On top of that, for our country, two issues were great problems. One was the internet connectivity. How many of us had good internet connectivity? We must think back. Secondly, many families could not afford a device for the kids. One laptop to a family was good enough. And then you have 3 kids who are hovering on that laptop, and the father sits at the back. I will do my work when I get the laptop free. That was the sort of scenario. So these were all backloggings. On top of it, which I faced my patients coming up with, that students were not enjoying this. Naturally, school closed, they're not getting their friends. They're not getting the interaction. And what I always say, school is not just for learning. School is for playing. School is for having fun and getting away from the parental stricture. That was stopped. On the other hand, the child has to sit like this in front of the screen, monitored on one side by the teacher, on the other side by the parents. It was not fun. So students didn't want it. These were all the negative issues of online learning at the beginning, which I can recollect.
Great. I am absolutely with Madam. And again, it is what Madam is again harping. It was a multitasking or opening multiple files. Children learned very well with Zoom and all these apps, but still they were not the multifaceted development which was lacking during this period. But I hope now the things are becoming on the better side. I wanted Dr. Anurag to continue on the same line. So what are the wrong habits do you think that the children, probably parents, are also developed during this online learning? So Anurag.
Yes, sir. The biggest problem arising out of the lockdown is that of, as Amola ma'am has already discussed, the screen addiction. And the outdoor activities were restricted during lockdown, and the digital screen was the only way for entertainment and to interact with the friends. And this led to the prolonged sedentary habits among the children, lack of outdoor sports, which ultimately lead to the lack of sun exposure, and ultimately leading to the vitamin D deficiency among these children. So vitamin D is associated with we all know it is associated with bone health, but it is also needed for overall good health and immunity and protection against infections. And during last 1.5 years or 2 years or so, the schools are closed, and there's no large get-togethers. Children are not exposed to respiratory and GI infections. So when now when the schools are reopening, this will lead to the problems related to the increased susceptibility to the infections and injuries among these children.
So I think Dr. Anurag has very well covered the physical effects, problems expected were happening with this, and what is going to happen with that. Priyanka, madam, again, I want to please be on. Yeah. So what are the in terms of behaviors, in terms of habits, how the children are looking when it comes to online learning? We are yet to go to the offline part.
Yeah. Whatever I'm telling, that is from my parents' mouth, from horse's mouth, because parents, they come to us and they tell us what are the problems they are facing with their children at home. First of all, I have seen, and in my experience also, that children has become less disciplined. तो क्या होता है मॉर्निंग में बच्चे को कोई डिसिप्लिन नहीं है दैट दे हैव टू गेट अप एट 7 a.m. or 6 a.m. they have to get dressed up, they have to be ready, and they have to finish their breakfast and go to school. They are getting up late, sleep cycle is disturbed, they are sleeping late at night and getting up late in the morning. They know that their lecture will start at 9 a.m. So what are they doing? They are lying down in the bed because they don't have to get up and dress up for going to school. So they are just switching on their laptop or mobile कि हमारी attendance लग रही है, lecture is on, but they are sleeping. So first of all, there is no discipline, no physical activity, and secondly, they are not learning anything. For which class is being conducted, they are not getting anything. They are just sleeping, and attendance only they are awake. Second is no physical activity, no social interaction. They are not going to school. They are not interacting with any peer group. They are not communicating well. अब इन बच्चों में क्या प्रॉब्लम हो गई है? They prefer WhatsApp chatting over phone call. They will not talk. They will not call their friends. They will just do chatting all the time. Whether they are sitting with their parents or they are sitting with somebody else, they will keep on chatting. So that is also a very big problem. And most importantly, parents are not able to monitor their child. Most of the parents are working, so they don't know what is happening behind this screen time, which is forced for online learning. So children are exploring different social medias. If a child is younger, like 5 years or 7 years, they are busy watching their cartoons. Content is different from age to age. If child is old enough, then they are on different social media, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook is old for them. So they are on different Snapchat and all, and they don't know what are they doing. They are posting their personal informations on them, and now they are victims of cyberbullying, cybercrime, and their family is also getting exposed on net. Because of all this, they are having anger, they are having irritability, sleep disturbances, and to the extent that some children are facing anxiety and depression also, because the content on social media is influencing their emotional quotient. So this is disturbing their social development, communication skills, their emotional development, and their physical development.
Absolutely right. Great. So now Madam is also kind of discussing about the mental and behavioral problem. Everybody as a parent, we are all going through this and we are all suffering. Now that too, every parent, जो parent मुझे भी मिल रहे वो बोल रहे डॉक्टर साहब कभी ना जितनी जल्दी स्कूल शुरू हो जाएगी थोड़ी सी परेशानी कम हो जाएगी. So the parents are really irritated. But ये सिर्फ parents का problem नहीं है, teachers भी बोल रही है. And Anjana madam, I wanted to talk. You want to let me know about this academic issues which are coming up with this online learning, and now we are shifting towards offline. Can you just let us know that how the academic suffering is there? I use the word suffering. Yeah.
Yeah, wonderful. काफी लोगों ने बोला है, तो it becomes easy for me to take it from there. सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम जो पेरेंट्स रिपोर्ट कर रहे हैं, सिंस मैं एकेडमिक और डिसलेक्सिया और ADHD के फील्ड में ज्यादा काम करती हूँ, पेरेंट्स का एक बेसिक कंप्लेन है अटेंशन इश्यूज आर अ मेजर कंसर्न. तो बच्चे काफी देर, अब बिकॉज स्क्रीन पे बहुत देर बैठ रहे हैं, टाइम शॉर्ट है. पहले बच्चे सुबह 7-8 बजे स्कूल जाते थे, 2:30 बजे वापस आते थे, बट दे हैड ब्रेक्स इन बिटवीन. अभी क्लासेस चालू होती हैं विदाउट एनी ब्रेक्स, टीचर्स कीप चेंजिंग, एंड 12:30-1 बजे यूजुअली द डिजिटल क्लासरूम गेट्स ओवर. बट वो 4 घंटे उनके पास कोई रिस्पाइट नहीं, एंड दे जस्ट हैव टू बी वेरी अटेंटिव. सो दैट्स नॉट हैपनिंग, वन थिंग. So attention issues is something, and as Priyanka madam also mentioned that they are also chatting by the side. They have 2 devices, and in between they tend to get distracted. Another biggest problem is that children are not writing anything at all. So
Absolutely.
writing task khatam ho gaya hai, because this has been a pandemic. It has affected every section of the society. Teachers के घर में भी problem है, parents के घर में भी problem है. Everywhere there's a problem. कोई sick है, some people have lost. There have been economic issues. काफी problems हैं. So focus from the studies have shifted. Second, तो writing task पे कोई अभी मतलब there's no strictness on that part. कि भाई आपको homework दिखाना ही है या assignment जमा ही करने हैं. So those and time limits are very lenient. So that is something the children have avoided to write now. So that avoidance behavior has come in. The third thing which I see is that the children जिनका concept formation में अब gaps आएंगे, which we will start noticing. Because till now has been hardly any evaluations. जो exams हो रहे हैं, MCQs हो रहे हैं, which was unheard of in such a small, primary and middle school में MCQs नहीं होते थे. अभी MCQs हो रहे हैं. There's literally like open book. Children are copying, children are writing, schools are lenient. Evaluation, the aim is to just promote them to the next standard. So जो ये learning gaps जो अब create हो रहे हैं, we already seeing that. So we have a whole 80-90% of normal children जो बिल्कुल ठीक ठाक हैं. They are capable of learning. They don't have, and then you have around 10 to 15% of children जिनको actually ADHD की problem है, dyslexia की problem है, और बाकी other issues हैं जिसकी वजह से learning effect हो रही है. They will feel the maximum impact.
Absolutely.
So that's what I see.
So that means our children are suffering from all the sides of development, their physical development, their mental development, their social development, their academic, everything was challenged when this is online process. So everybody wants. इतना ही नहीं, मैं as a parent अभी कुछ बोलना चाहूंगा कि पेरेंट को भी कितनी सारी परेशानी हो रही है कि बच्चा रोज दिमाग पे बैठा है, वो घर छोड़ ही नहीं रहा है. They're becoming more and more demanding. उनकी कनेक्टिविटी बाजू के आजू-बाजू के लोगों से जा रही है. पेरेंट को एक दूसरे को भी टाइम नहीं मिल रहा है और छोटी-छोटी चीजों में पेरेंट को अपने बच्चों में ध्यान देना पड़ रहा है. So it is already become difficult for parents. So everybody wants their children to go to offline learning. But ये बट होने ये बट बहुत बड़ा है. ये बट है कोविड बीच में है, कोविड अभी तक गया नहीं. And everybody is saying COVID अभी तक गया नहीं. So now I want Dr. Nandita to just अभी now let's think. We have discussed about online. अभी हम offline जाने वाले. Let's in this half an hour we'll reach up to the offline learning. And ये कभी ना कभी ये Zoom बंद करके सब एक साथ मिलेंगे, पेरेंट के साथ सोचेंगे. तो नंदिता मैडम, पेरेंट को बहुत सारी एंजाइटी है, पेरेंट को भी और थोड़े बड़े बच्चों की भी है. They are all gone through lots of problems. तो एंजाइटी के साथ कैसे डील करेंगे? क्योंकि ये पहला पार्ट है जहां जब स्कूल शुरू हुई है. अटेंडेंस इज ओनली 5 out of 40, 10 out of 100. That's the problem the schools are saying. So ये एंजाइटी बीच में आ रही है. नंदिता मैडम, आप ये एंजाइटी कैसे मैनेज करोगे? कोविड-19 की एंजाइटी.
Well, what I would say, when I take up this phrase, COVID-19 anxiety, yes, COVID-19 is very much there. But I think we should step back from the anxiety. It is true, for the last 1.5 years, with all the grief and loss and illnesses that we have seen, all the financial constraints that families have gone through, the uncertainty, anxiety level has increased socially for all. So naturally, it is difficult for us to come out of it. But if we look back once and think, COVID is gradually settling down. COVID is not to go. It will not go away tomorrow. But we are learning to handle it. Things are gradually coming into our grip. Immunization has set in. So let us look at the positive aspect. I would tell the parents, let us learn, as parents, let us learn to be a little positive. Of course, not say that ignore COVID. No. All precautions must be maintained by parents, by the children, at school, by teachers, everybody. Social distancing, hand washing, use of mask, that must be there fully. But panicking, what will happen? We should learn to come out of that. And again, pandemic has created havoc. True, COVID has done a lot of harm. But all this negative things that we have taken up because of COVID, not going out financially, economically, education-wise, that is also going to have a lot of ill effects.
Absolutely.
This time we come out of it, learn to deal with it, taking all precautions, but getting away from the panic. Let us learn to not panic. And the last thing I would say is our anxiety as parents, our panic stricken attitude is creating anxiety among students, among the children, particularly the younger ones. They don't know why they're anxious, but they're anxious because their home environment is anxious. So it is our duty as parents to gradually try to come out of it.
Absolutely, the children are mirroring our anxiety. But अब मैं फिर भी anxiety और बढ़ाने वाला हूँ with asking Priyanka madam a question. फिर भी क्या, what as a parent, what parents should be aware of? What are the safety things? What are the hazards which are probably which may come in their way when the children are going to COVID to the school in COVID area? Not only parents, the teachers are also asking we doctors कि doctors अब क्या हो सकता है बच्चों का, and what we should be looking for so that we can prevent it. So what are the safety issues for the children which can come up during this offline learning? ये beginning में
सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट है कि हमारे बच्चे क्योंकि पहली बार बाहर निकल रहे हैं और बच्चे अभी वैक्सीनेटेड भी नहीं हैं, तो दे मे बी कैरिंग COVID-19 इन्फेक्शन एंड दे मे स्प्रेड दिस इन्फेक्शन टू अदर चिल्ड्रन आल्सो. सो अगर बच्चा, किसी भी बच्चे को इन्फेक्शन है, गला खराब है, खांसी है, तो पेरेंट्स उनको स्कूल ना भेजें, उसको अपने बच्चे को घर के अंदर रखें. एंड टीचर शुड ऑल्सो गिव दीज इंस्ट्रक्शंस. जो हेल्दी बच्चे स्कूल आ रहे हैं उनको हैंड वॉशिंग की आदत होनी चाहिए, उनके बैग में सैनिटाइजर भी होना चाहिए, एक छोटी सी बोतल होनी चाहिए, साथ में मास्क उनके साथ हमेशा होना चाहिए. मास्क लगाकर बच्चे स्कूल जाए, प्रॉपर सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग उन्हें मेंटेन करनी चाहिए. तो दीज आर द मेन थिंग्स.
मुझे आपसे थोड़ा और चाहिए. डॉक्टर अनुराग प्रोबेबली विल बी आंसरिंग द मैनेजमेंट पार्ट ऑफ इट. क्या रिस्क हो सकते हैं? टीचर्स मुझे पूछ रहे हैं कि डॉक्टर साहब क्या हो सकता है जिसके बारे में हम देखते रहे. What can go wrong? प्रिवेंशन के लिए पहले क्या गलत होता है ये पता होना बहुत जरूरी है. तो मैडम आई वांट यू टू बिट एक्सप्लेन ऑन दैट पॉइंट.
या मेन है कि बच्चे इन्फेक्शन कैच कर सकते हैं एक दूसरे से, एक दूसरे टीचर भी इन्फेक्शन स्प्रेड कर सकते हैं बच्चे के अंदर, क्योंकि टीचर तो वैक्सीनेटेड है, तो बच्चों को इन्फेक्शन हो सकता है, स्कूल का जो स्टाफ है उससे इन्फेक्शन हो सकता है. तो अगर एक तो सारे बच्चों की टेम्परेचर चार्टिंग सुबह जरूर होनी चाहिए, सुबह भी होनी चाहिए और आफ्टरनून में भी होना चाहिए जब लंच ब्रेक होता है, और जाते समय भी होना चाहिए टेम्परेचर चार्टिंग. प्लस स्कूल में ये फैसिलिटी होनी चाहिए कि अगर किसी बच्चे को जरा सा भी बुखार है तो तुरंत पेरेंट्स को भी कॉल करें और इमीडिएट मैनेजमेंट करें उसके फीवर का. प्लस बच्चों का जो डाइट है वो न्यूट्रिशियस डाइट होना चाहिए. इट शुड इंक्लूड लॉट्स ऑफ लिक्विड. और अगर स्कूल में फैसिलिटी हो तो बच्चों को थोड़ा लिक्विड वाटर जरूर पिलाएं, जिससे कि गले में अगर थोड़ा बहुत इन्फेक्शन हो रहा है तो दैट इज वॉश्ड अवे.
Dr. Anurag, would you like to continue on the same topic about especially the safety issues and how to keep the children safe? तो आप अपने पेरेंट को क्या सलाह देते कि अब स्कूल भेजना ही है तो सेफ्टी घर से शुरू होकर घर तक कैसे मैनेज करोगे?
फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट स्कूल ओपन हो रहा है तो स्कूलों की एक पॉलिसी होनी चाहिए कि अगर कोई प्रॉब्लम हो रही है, कोई क्या प्रिवेंटिव मेजर्स लेना है, उसमें कैसे टेस्टिंग करानी है. एक चेकलिस्ट होना चाहिए जो पेरेंट्स को और बच्चों को देना चाहिए कि अगर इसमें ये प्रॉब्लम्स है तो आपको स्कूल नहीं भेजना है और क्या चीजें आपको इन्फॉर्म करनी है. प्रॉपर क्वारंटीन प्रोग्राम होना चाहिए. एंड द स्कूल शुड हैव नेसेसरी रिसोर्सेज एंड एप्रोप्रिएट इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर इन प्लेस. And when dealing with the children, their age should be taken care of. So like, and the behavioral aspect as per the age should be taken care of. Like the छोटे बच्चे हैं वो they will not maintain the social distancing. They will not wear the mask. So the schools will need more staff to manage these children as compared to older ones. Or proper
ratio should be proper. Yeah.
Proper distancing होनी चाहिए. If distancing is not possible in between the desks, then screens should be applied to the desk between the children's. Proper hand washing stations, alcohol hand rub stations available होने चाहिए schools में. और regular environmental cleaning का provision होना चाहिए. And the ventilation should be proper in schools. और there should be policy of stay home if unwell. अगर किसी को भी कोई भी प्रॉब्लम है, वेदर फीवर और किसी भी तरीके का प्रॉब्लम है, तो वो उसको स्कूल नहीं आना, वेदर इज अ स्टूडेंट और अ टीचर. एंड पेरेंट्स की भी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है कि इफ the student is exposed to a COVID-19 case or they are COVID-19 positive, then they should tell the school, and so that the proper quarantine measures can be applied to those who are in contact with that children. And high risk children, especially, we should take care of those high risk. The high risk children should be identified priorly, and appropriate actions should be taken to protect them. Or all the policies and all these safety measures should be communicated to the parents also, so that we can ensure their full support. And during transportation to the school also, proper respiratory and hand hygiene should be taken care of. More buses should be applied for the transportation purpose. And there are some guidelines by the WHO regarding the wearing of masks. The WHO has for children below 5 years, they are not required to wear masks in a school, and proper distancing is enough. For children between 6 to 11 years, the wearing of mask is as per the risk-based approach in the local area, and for above 12 years, it should be same as for adults.
Absolutely. So I think Dr. Anurag and Dr. Priyanka, they covered the whole spectrum, right, from everything. And what they are coming up with a very interesting conclusion कि parent and school ने एक साथ जुड़ना चाहिए. जो उल्टा रहता है, school और parent झगड़ते रहते हैं. So this is the time the parents and school should come together. And one of the school principal has said to me in a very interesting way कि parents तो अभी कुछ बोलने के लायक नहीं है. वो तो आजकल कोविड का टेंशन छोड़ के बोल रहे. मुझे लग रहा है कि शायद catch them young. अपने बच्चे अपने पेरेंट को सिखाए. So she's thinking of teaching the children of all this social distancing and skin, and she's very much confident that the children may be the torch bearer for teaching all these skills, and then that will be the success model. So thank you on that part. Now with that problem, so we are discussed about the physical problems of COVID. लेकिन थोड़ा पहले हमने anxiety से नंदिता मैडम से शुरू किया था. But I want Anjana madam to discuss about what to expect in this when we are changing. Now let's shift from the online part. When we are changing to offline, क्या वहाँ पे emotional issues होने वाले हैं?
बहुत सारे. And I would take that line from Dr. Nandita ma'am. What she said is absolutely correct. We are rubbing our anxiety on our children. क्योंकि जब भी अभी ऑफलाइन का जब भी ऑप्शन आया है, सो व्हाट हैज हैपेंड इज स्कूल गेव द ऑप्शन कि हम हाइब्रिड क्लासेस करेंगे. जितने बच्चे पेरेंट्स भेजना चाहें वो आ सकते हैं, और जितने बच्चे घर पे बैठ के ऑनलाइन अटेंड करें. बिलीव मी, मोस्ट ऑफ द क्लासेस लेस देन 10% ऑफ द पेरेंट्स ऑप्टेड फॉर ऑफलाइन. सो पेरेंट्स का एक जनरल रेजिस्टेंस है, एंजाइटी है कि जब तक वैक्सीनेशन नहीं आती है, children are not safe to go back to school. And then of course in the media we keep hearing कि कहीं पे एकदम से स्कूल ओपन हुए बैंगलोर में, there was 26 children tested positive in one school. So क्या होता है, that all adds on to the anxiety. तो पेरेंट्स के लेवल पे भी रिलक्टेंस है, बच्चों के लेवल पे भी रिलक्टेंस है. Besides the anxiety part, what else could happen? आई थिंक एक बहुत बड़ा रिलक्टेंस है, लैक ऑफ मोटिवेशन बोलेंगे, प्रोक्रेस्टिनेशन बोलेंगे. You know, there is a lot of resistance. Forget about the COVID part, going back to school. You know, so vaccination के बाद भी some issues will come when we have taken care of the anxiety related to COVID. तभी भी issue आएंगे because there is there's too much of comfort zone. It's very comforting with a lot of children to sit at home and attend. So अभी सबकी डाइट हैबिट्स चेंज हो गई हैं, सबकी स्लीपिंग हैबिट्स चेंज हो गई हैं, and it's very easy and comfortable life right now for them, and which is gone for 2 years. कोई भी behavior 6 months में हमारा behavior change होता है, and here it has been going on for nearly 2 years when the children go back to school. So it is very difficult. Disciplining issues होंगे, so the schools also will have to go slow on them, I feel.
Absolutely.
So the school, see, like we took some time to get on to online. We'll have to give them a transition phase, you know, treat them with a little leniency with regards to classes, with more of activity-based learning, more of peer interaction, which is something which got missed out and which is something children are looking forward to.
Absolutely.
तो उस तरह से अगर हम उस चीज को अप्रोच करेंगे, डेफिनेटली. मतलब मेरे पास एक्चुअली देयर बीन चिल्ड्रन जो दे वर वेरी एक्टिव इन स्कूल, एंड ऑनलाइन पे उनको सोशल एंजाइटी डेवलप हुई है कि दे आर रिफ्यूजिंग टू स्पीक ऑन द स्क्रीन. ask questions. And these are children who are otherwise absolutely fine. Matlab 90% plus leke aate hain hamesha, and they are good children. I mean, with no problem at all. So these are the issues jo mujhe lagta hai definitely hoga. So transition maybe around 6 months jayega. Even if when we have the children vaccinated, when we open it completely and there's no option of an hybrid schooling. और तभी ये हम चीजों को ग्रेजुअली सेटल कर पाएंगे.
मैडम इसी लाइन पे आपको एक अभी का आया हुआ ताजा क्वेश्चन है, सो आई विल गो विद दैट क्वेश्चन. सो माय चाइल्ड इज ओवर एक्टिव एंड नेवर गेट्स टायर्ड ड्यूरिंग दिस लॉकडाउन. Since the schools have started, he is easily exhausted. Now it's other way around. He's getting exhausted. And should I be worried about it?
No, they shouldn't be. In fact, now at least it's going in the positive direction. This is this is how it should have been. All that extra energy. So probably your child was not hyperactive to begin with or overactive to begin with. क्योंकि hyperactive, overactive child तो school जाके भी बहुत परेशान करते हैं teachers को. So, that is something which we have seen. The teachers.
Absolutely.
So it is actually an overactive child because in a limited space. अब वो बाहर जाने लगा है और actually उसको थोड़ा सा exertion हो रहा है. So maybe your child is not hyperactive. That's what.
But ये exhaustion के बारे में parents आपको asking थे, exhaust होने वाला है, उसको आदत चली गई है, तो how should we help him?
Which standard is the child in? Because छोटे बच्चे.
Let's take it a very small primary school child. Let's answer for a primary school child. तो उसके लिए क्या?
I think it's more mental, and they just have to get used to it, because that is another something which is happening. Parents have been actually telling the children with chronic illness and all of that, अभी इंसुलिन कैसे लगाएगा स्कूल में. He was doing it 2 years back. Juvenile diabetics and all of that.
Yeah.
So वो एक जो anxiety है वो है, but I think the child will get used to it.
अच्छा, so for exhaustion we don't have to do any उसको कुछ diet खिलाए, उसको कुछ दवा खिलाए, कुछ. Do you think like that?
So I think it's just a matter of getting used to it.
Yeah.
वो अपने आप
Okay. Now we'll come back to Nandita madam. And again, now madam को मैं उनका क्वेश्चन पूछने वाला नहीं हूँ, कुछ अलग पूछने का मैं सोच रहा हूँ. तो नंदिता मैडम, इसी पॉइंट पे एक टीचर ने पूछा है कि as a teacher, what should be done to make the children adapt to the offline learning as the children accustom themselves with the online parenting? तो मुझे 2 क्वेश्चन आपके लिए. एक तो टीचर की तरफ से आपको आंसर देना मुझे जरूरत लगी. दे आर आस्किंग कि हम अभी टीचर मैनेज कैसे करेंगे, और दूसरा उल्टे तरफ से पेरेंट शुड व्हाट द पेरेंट शुड प्रिपेयर.
Well, you take me to another paradigm shift from when we had started off.
Yeah.
Yes. And whenever there is a shift, there is a little bit of problems, and we're not happy with it. We're not very conversant with it. And there comes in that question of inertia. So that is again set in, and I'm very much with Dr. Anjana that what has been going on during these online teaching periods, we are more accustomed to it, parents, teachers, and students. So I will start from the parents' point of view. Yes, we will be going back for offline. So what are the issues? Some are physical, some are psychological, as Anjana has very rightly pointed out. Regarding the physical things, I would request the parents, accustom your child to go back to a normal routine, which we had been saying right from the onset. Don't divert from the normal routine, but that has happened. Now let us try to go back. Proper sleep hygiene, proper sleep time, proper time for meals, eating in a limited time period, finish your meal within 20 minutes and things like that. So and also if it is adjusted according to the school timings, then this gradual transition will be easier. This is from the physical point of view. From the mental
Madam, I'm just disturbing you. Because you're on the right point where Mrs. Sangeeta has asked a question. Can you suggest some physical activities related to that?
Apart from sleep and diet, I would say getting up at the right time, doing a little bit of physical exercise, getting ready for breakfast, dressing up, sort of a mock preparation for school would be enough. Physical activity and a little running around, going out, take your child outside, give her an exposure before the schooling starts. That's the physical. I think that should be enough, because once school starts, the child will automatically fall into it.
I think I'll just add one point to that. उनके साथ parents also should start physical activity. उनको भी ज़्यादा ज़रूरत है, so that and teachers को तो physical activity होने ही वाले बहुत सारे.
Actually, the home environment should change into a more proactive thing, getting up from the slumber. And we need to
Absolutely.
remember that what we were leading through the last 2 years was called as new normal. It was not the normal. We already were accustomed to a normal 2 years back. We're trying to go back to that. So that should not be that big a difficult issue. For the segmental part of thing, reassurance, preparing the child, maybe the parents can make the child interact with his friends over phone, or the teacher maybe, so that way the child would be ready. And one good thing is, whatever the child may resist, going out, getting ready and all that, the child will not resist the fact that he's going to meet his friends. That is something that's going to be attractive. Harp on that. And from the teacher's point of view, I would say we need to start slowly, as Anjana had said. Yes, students will be a little boisterous, not ready to sit in place, and these sort of things will be there because they're going through a change. Give the child some breaks, short classes, more of interactive classes, or your crafts and things like that, where they can move around, and give short breaks, then gradually bring it together. That is, I think, what we need to do to prepare ourselves.
So I think from a student's point of view, I should tell the teacher that, मैडम जी कुछ देर के लिए होमवर्क ही मत रखो, कुछ असाइनमेंट मत रखो, पास करते जाओ, हम खुश रहेंगे, आप भी खुश रहोगी. Okay, keeping that the lighter
one
vein.
point I think I left out.
Yeah, please.
The parents need to also train the children how to behave in school, like the social distance. One more important thing is not to share food with friends. That I think should be put into their minds.
I think we can keep this for another debate for the next time. But there is a very interesting thing now. Thank you, Madam Nandita, Madam. Now let's go ahead with Priyanka, Madam. आपको कुछ अलग पहले क्वेश्चन पूछने के पहले एक अलग comment आई है. I wanted you to hear. This particular parent is saying that online schooling was a blessing. My child was quite social during online classes, but since offline school has started, he has become quiet. Offline school has become quiet, introvert, and not talking or interacting with others as much as he used to do during the what he was doing in the online classes. So, iska matlab, is online teaching really bad or is it good? Should we continue with that?
I will not say that online teaching is bad, because of online teaching we could continue with our academics, in the lockdown period and in this 1.5 year period, and we have learned a lot from online teaching. Like our teachers has become more tech savvy. They know how to teach when any student cannot come to school, and even our students are more versed with the technology. How can they understand? But there are certain bad things, I will say bad things about online teaching, and I will divide it into categories like according to age. If we take less than 10 years and middle school and senior secondary school, so let's talk about under 10 first. Before 10 years of age, these years are formative years where children are learning how to read, how to write. These are fundamental years, and their social and communication skills are developing. Their emotional intelligence is developing. So this was the time when they were deprived of all this. They were being given education, but education is not only about knowing 1, 2, 3, ABCD or A for apple and all. This is way above all this. Physical activity, their social interaction, their good interaction with teachers and command following, be in the discipline. And in this education, parents were part of it. Parents were always helping them they were always assisting them in this education. बच्चे को तो आता नहीं कि ऑनलाइन टीचिंग कैसे होती है, पेरेंट्स पूरा उसको मॉनिटर कर रहे हैं, एंड छोटे बच्चों का अटेंशन स्पैन बहुत कम होता है. तो उनके लिए जो पेरेंट्स हमारे पास आए, उनकी अधिकतर कंप्लेन ये होती थी कि मेरा बच्चा तो ऑनलाइन टीचिंग में बीच बीच में उठ के चला जाता है, बैठता ही नहीं है, तो हम बहुत परेशान हैं. हमारी पूरी मॉर्निंग इसी में निकल जाती है कि बच्चे को क्लास कैसे अटेंड कराएं. तो दिस वाज द मेजर इशू. बच्चे की राइटिंग स्किल्स डेवलप नहीं हो पाई, उनकी रीडिंग स्किल्स डेवलप नहीं हो पाई. बस वो ABCD सीख रहे थे और टीचर डांस करने के लिए कह रही थी तो डांस कर रहे थे, लेकिन उसमें वो मजा नहीं था जो 1-on-1 इंटरेक्शन में होता है. तो छोटे बच्चे बहुत बोर हो गए थे, ना वो बाहर जा पा रहे थे, कोई प्ले एक्टिविटी उनके लिए नहीं थी. नाउ वी कम टू मिडिल स्कूल. like you can say 10 to 14 years, the child up to 9th class. ये बच्चे थोड़े से ज्यादा मैच्योर है, इनके पेरेंट्स को इनके साथ इतना असिस्ट नहीं करना पड़ रहा था, ये बच्चे अपना काम खुद कर रहे थे. लेकिन सोशल स्किल्स तो सभी को चाहिए, सोशल स्किल्स, कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स एंड फिजिकल एक्टिविटी, अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ इंटरेक्ट करना. प्लस जब साइंस के आप सब्जेक्ट्स लेते हैं तो आपके लिए प्रैक्टिकल्स भी बड़े एसेंशियल होते हैं. तो प्रैक्टिकल वर्क तो जीरो हो गया बच्चों का, सिर्फ टीचर्स पढ़ा रहे थे तो बच्चे पढ़ रहे थे. बस इसका ऑनलाइन लर्निंग का एक फायदा जरूर था इन बच्चों के लिए भी, कि अगर उस समय हमें मॉर्निंग में हमें नींद आ रही है, हमने अपना लैपटॉप तो ऑन कर दिया लेकिन हमने सुना कुछ नहीं, तो आप उसे, लेक्चर रिकॉर्डेड है, आप उसे रिवाइंड करके सुन सकते हैं. जो आपका मिस हो गया आप फॉरवर्ड कर सकते हैं, जो पार्ट आपको अच्छा नहीं लगा. एंड किसी बच्चे को थोड़ा सा देर से समझ में आता है तो वो बच्चा उस लेक्चर को 2-3 बार सुन सकता है. नाउ कमिंग टू सीनियर सेकेंडरी स्कूल, जहां बच्चा 11th 12th में है या 10th में है, ये बच्चे जो सीरियस बच्चे हैं वो कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स की तैयारी करते हैं. इट वॉज अ बोन फॉर देम, क्योंकि उनकी कम्यूटिंग में उनका टाइम वेस्ट नहीं हुआ. प्लस बहुत सारे बच्चे हैं जो रिमोट एरिया से दूर दूर से आते हैं, जिनका कम्यूटिंग में 1-2 घंटा वेस्ट हो जाता था. या फॉर एग्जाम्पल बच्चे कोचिंग भी जाते हैं, मेडिकल प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हैं, इंजीनियरिंग की प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हैं, तो कोचिंग जाना, तो कोचिंग जाने में भी कम्यूटिंग में बच्चे का इतना टाइम वेस्ट हो जाता है. अगर बच्चा सीरियस है अपनी पढ़ाई को लेके, तो उन बच्चों को ऑनलाइन टीचिंग बहुत अच्छी लगी और वो अपने कंफर्ट के हिसाब से जो लेक्चर उन्हें जितनी बार देखना है वो उन्होंने देखा, और उसी सब्जेक्ट को उन्होंने अलग अलग टीचर्स के टॉपिक को उन्होंने सुना. तो उनके लिए इट वाज अ बोन. लेकिन नो डाउट फिजिकल एक्टिविटी बच्चों की डिस्टर्ब हुई और बच्चों का आई स्ट्रेन भी हुआ, बैक एक भी हुआ, स्लीप डिस्टर्बेंसेस भी हुए, वो सब तो रहा ही इसमें. और कुछ बच्चों को बोर्डम की वजह से एंजाइटी, डिप्रेशन भी रहा.
ग्रेट. नाउ विद दिस, मैडम ने तो पूरा ऑनलाइन के बारे में इतना अच्छा बोला, वो ऑनलाइन ही बोल रही है तो ऑनलाइन के बारे में अच्छा बोलना ही है. बट स्टिल नाउ वी आर गोइंग टुवर्ड्स ऑफलाइन लर्निंग. और ऑफलाइन लर्निंग में एडोलेसेंट बच्चों के बारे में थोड़ा अलग टेंशन पेरेंट्स को लग रहा है कि आज तक द चाइल्ड वाज विद द लैपटॉप एंड इट वाज इन द हाउस they were able to do. But will this adolescent children have problem in offline learning going back to the school? उनके बिहेवियर्स पे कुछ इश्यू हो सकता है, क्योंकि 2 बरस दे आर जस्ट सोशली कट ऑफ एंड दे आर नाउ गोइंग टुवर्ड इधर. तो ये एडोलेसेंट बच्चे तो दे आर ग्रेट स्टोर ऑफ एनर्जी एंड एट द सेम टाइम आजकल हम मीडिया में भी देख रहे हैं कि एडोलेसेंट बच्चे क्या क्या कर रहे हैं. तो ऑफलाइन स्कूलिंग में क्या होगा, डॉक्टर अनुराग?
Yes, sir. These adolescents they are definitely at a higher risk of behavioral, psychological issues during this transition phase. What we have seen in China, they have opened up their schools around 1 year back, and various studies there have shown that adolescents have higher issues of parental offspring conflicts and increased there is increased time to complete their homework, and higher sedentary time and physical inactivity in these children, and there are higher chances of aggressive behavior. And these children also show higher scores in emotional and behavioral problem scales. So as the schools are opening up after a long time, these adolescents may feel anxious while socializing with their friends. And उनको image का issue हो सकता है, कुछ का weight gain हो गया है, और अलग और issues भी हैं. They may face bullying due to these physical changes, and also the financial issues is also there. And suddenly जब स्कूल खुल रहा है तो अभी academic pressures भी बढ़ रहा है. अभी online जब क्लासेस थे तो सिलेबस भी कम था, एंड जो होमवर्क मिलता था वो भी बहुत कम था. अभी स्कूल खुल रहा है तो पेरेंट्स की और टीचर्स की एक्सपेक्टेशंस भी बढ़ रही है, एंड दे माइट फील डिफिकल्ट इन कोपिंग अप विद दिस एक्सपेक्टेशंस. और एक और है कि स्कूल में अभी जब घर में थे तो डिसिप्लिन का इशू भी नहीं था, एक अनस्ट्रक्चर्ड एनवायरनमेंट में रह रहे थे. तो अभी वो हाईली डिसिप्लिन एनवायरनमेंट में जाएंगे तो वहाँ प्रॉब्लम आ सकती है बच्चों में. और एडोलेसेंट में एक और प्रॉब्लम है रिगार्डिंग कोविड-19 इन्फेक्शन. वो दे आर एट हायर रिस्क ऑफ एक्वायरिंग द इन्फेक्शन एंड आल्सो ट्रांसमिटिंग इट टू अदर्स एंड द फैमिली मेंबर्स एज कंपेयर टू यंगर चिल्ड्रन. So this issue will also be there.
So how to go ahead with that? तो ये minimize कैसे करेंगे? Adolescent को हम help कैसे कर पाएंगे?
What we have seen in the studies from the China, they have seen there certain protective factors which help, which are associated with lesser these behavioral problems, like increased physical activity and higher number of close friends. So that can be incorporated, and transition should be slow. The school curriculum should balance the academic load as well as the physical activity during the early stage of school opening. And the school should have peer support groups where the adolescent can communicate their feelings with each other, and regular counseling should be provided to both the parents and children to cope up with these problems.
ग्रेट. तो हमने एक सेइंग होता है कि कांटे से कांटा निकालना, तो आप ऐसे करें, जिस चाइना से कोविड आया उसी चाइनीज रेफरेंस देके आपने इसकी ट्रीटमेंट भी बताई. थैंक यू डॉक्टर अनुराग फॉर दैट. नाउ मैडम को थोड़ा सा एक चैलेंज पहले देते. अ पेरेंट हैज आस्क्ड interesting scenario in this. My child is a 2 year. This 2 years, my child has started schooling online, but he has never gone to the school. Now he is going directly to the first grade, and will be going to the school for the first time. As a parent, I am quite worried. ये पहले दफा स्कूल में जाने वाला है, उसने अभी स्कूल का चेहरा ही देखा नहीं. स्कूल उसके लिए लैपटॉप पे आ रही है. तो how to manage, and what are the probable issues that may come for a toddler?
Yeah, so I think वो जो आपने बात बोली है वो बिल्कुल सही है कि most of the children जो especially the age group of 2 to 4 जो 2-2.5 साल के थे और अब 4.5-5 साल के हो रहे हैं, तो they will either go to senior KG or they'll go to first standard, और उन्होंने स्कूल एक्चुअली नहीं देखा है. So my only fear is कि ये स्कूल कॉन्सेप्ट बहुत ही नेगेटिव एक्सपीरियंस नहीं हो जाए. That is something which we have to minimize, because school has to be a positive concept for the child. It has to be a positive experience, because school में हमें बहुत लंबे समय तक रहना है. I mean, the child has to spend another good 12-13 years in school, क्योंकि काफी जगहों पे 12 तक भी स्कूल फॉर्मेट ही रहता है, especially the CBSE schools and the ISC schools. तो फॉर्मेट वो more or less similar रहता है, कॉलेज नहीं होता है. So till 12th, if the child has to go to school, there's no respite. A positive experience होना चाहिए. What we can see is the child may have heightened separation anxiety, because child कभी बाहर नहीं गया है, and child is so cooped up, like it's an extension, no, of that comfortable environment. Parents भी घर से काम कर रहे हैं, बच्चा भी घर पे है, you know, everybody is in the house, and then suddenly moving out. So child may throw a lot more anxiety. Parents should be calm. उन्हें वो प्रिपेयर्ड होने चाहिए कि बच्चा जो अगर इन अ नॉर्मल कोर्स बच्चा 15 दिन तक रोता था स्कूल जाने के लिए, इन द बिगिनिंग योर चाइल्ड में क्राई लिटिल लॉन्गर, चाइल्ड में थ्रो अ बिगर टैंट्रम, बट वी हैव टू स्टे पुट. that is one thing which I think is extremely important. Second, change in the diet and sleeping pattern. वो it's not only children, toddler, adults, bigger children, सबके patterns have to come back. We have to reset our biological clock, physiological clock, whatever you want to say. सोने के pattern, खाने के pattern, वो सब change करने पड़ेंगे, and that may cause a lot of irritability in the child. वो भी एक negative experience की तरफ contribute करेगा कि school is not a good place. अब क्योंकि ये बच्चे ने कभी भी कोई positive चीज experience नहीं की है, उसने बच्चों के साथ खेलना नहीं देखा है. Especially the children who come from, you know, those urban setting with only one child or 2 children at the most. वहाँ पे बच्चों के लिए school, toddler is the place where they get to meet other children and they get to enjoy, and especially the pre-primary is the playway method. वहाँ पे 2 teachers, 15 to 20 children in a class, activity based learning होती है. Child may miss on to all of that. Because typically first standard से सारी क्लास स्कूल्स में 40 से ज्यादा बच्चे होते हैं, प्रॉपर सीटिंग अरेंजमेंट चालू हो जाता है. सो आई थिंक दैट इज समथिंग व्हिच नीड्स टू बी टेकन केयर ऑफ. सो वो थोड़ा सा एक्सटेंशन लेना पड़ेगा टीचर्स को वहां पे. एंड अगेन रिक्वेस्ट फॉर द टीचर्स टू मेक इट मोर चाइल्ड फ्रेंडली, सो दैट द अडेप्टेबिलिटी होना चाहिए. because I don't want the children to start having something like a school refusal or going up to school phobia. Uske chances bahut zyada hai. So that is something which I think.
Absolutely. So now we are looking at all the perspectives of the same, this online to offline learning. I just remembered one of the beautiful movie, and I think the teachers and parents should watch it together. That is Sound of Music. That may be the answer of this question in a very beautiful way. And I think Nanita madam is eager to say something. Nanita madam, just I wanted what you want to add.
Well, I just wanted to chip in on a lighter note that yes, nowadays parents are so used to sending kids to school from 2 years, they may be worried, kya hoga 5 saal mein school mein jayega to kitna kuch hoga. And Anjana has very nicely discussed what to do. But looking back, in our days, we started school at 5 and 6. We started school with first grade. Very few had attended kindergarten. None of us dropped out. And we didn't have a psychological setback. So given the background that Anjana has talked about, let the parents relax. Starting school at class 1 is not going to be something very great. Thank
Absolutely.
you.
Yeah, great. Now, Priyanka, there's one more question for you. Especially now as a developmental pediatrician, we are all working together. ये तो सब बच्चे नॉर्मल बच्चों के लिए चैलेंज है, लेकिन अगर कुछ लर्निंग डिफिकल्टी के बारे में बोलेंगे, अभी एक ऐसा टीचर्स और एजुकेशन में चलने वाला है कि शायद कोविड-19 का ये जो चल रहा है पैंडेमिक, इट कैन कॉज अ बूम इन लर्निंग डिफिकल्टीज. व्हाट इज योर टेक? सबके लिए क्वेश्चन ना ओपन है, बट प्रियंका मैडम यू कैन स्टार्ट विद दैट. Please unmute yourself. Yeah.
This for me? Yeah.
Yeah, please. So, our learning difficulty ka, the people, the parent educationists are saying that because of this 1.5 years of lockdown, children may end up with learning difficulties. It may not turn out to be the permanent one. It may be a transient phenomenon. How to work on that?
Learning difficulty in the form of reading and writing problems.
Because the children are not used to it. As Anjana rightly said, writing chhod diya bachcha ne.
Yeah. So first of all, we should work on their fine motor functions, improve their fine motor functions. तो स्कूल में टीचर्स उनको fine motor activities करा सकते हैं, जिससे कि gradually and they can start with joining of dots, joining of dashes, slanting lines, straight lines, because these are the formative years. तो अगर आप बच्चों को शुरू में ही एकदम आते के साथ ही, छोटा बच्चा, I'm talking about 2 to 5 years of age और around 5 years of age, जहाँ बच्चे की राइटिंग स्किल्स को डेवलप कर रहे होते हैं, तो अगर उस बच्चे को आप पहले दिन ही आप ABCD लिखाना शुरू कर देंगे या उसको कॉपी दे देंगे, 1 लिखना है, 2 लिखना है, then child is really going to be anxious. उसको फोबिया हो जाएगा स्कूल का. तो ग्रेजुअली हमें शिफ्ट करना है. पहले बच्चे की फाइन मोटर फंक्शंस को इम्प्रूव करना है, उसकी रीडिंग की स्किल्स को इम्प्रूव करना है पिक्चर बुक्स दिखाकर. उसके बाद हमें ग्रेजुअली उस पर शिफ्ट करना है. तो हम ये जो बच्चों में लर्निंग डिफिकल्टी, जिन्हें हम बोल रहे हैं कि लर्निंग डिफिकल्टी, विच इज basically because these children were not exposed to these things, so this is not actual learning difficulty.
Yeah, this is transient. अमोला मैडम, आप सामने आए, बहुत अच्छा हुआ, क्योंकि आपके लिए एक क्वेश्चन है कि अभी एक ऐसा चल रहा है कि प्राइमरी स्कूल में अगर बच्चों को स्कूल में हाथ में टैब और लैपटॉप थमा दिया, so that will it be a better transition from the online to offline? स्कूल में कंप्यूटर पे काम करें.
सवाल यह है कि हमें एक्चुअली उनको उसी पे रखना है कि नहीं रखना है. सी ट्रांजिशन तो है किसी भी जगह पे. अगर आप इवन प्री स्कूल से मिडिल स्कूल जाते हैं, मिडिल स्कूल से सीनियर स्कूल जाते हैं, सो वी डोंट कंटिन्यू विद द सेम थिंग. एवरीबडी हैज टू फेस द ट्रांजिशन. तो अब हम जब ट्रांजिशन फेस कर रहे हैं ऑनलाइन टू ऑफलाइन का, तो वापस स्कूल में भी वही चीज देना, again, according to me, it is not ideal. And when we are strictly talking about screen time and all, we are talking about fine motor skills, when we are talking about
I think we lost contact with Amola madam. Till the time she joins back, Anjana madam, can you, I think you want to add. I think Amola is back.
Unmute yourself.
Amola, yeah, Amola is back again. Amola, please unmute and tell us.
Hello.
Yeah, correct.
Hello.
हाँ बोल.
So सो मेरे हिसाब से वापस उनको वही कंप्यूटर थमा देना, इट इज नॉट एन आइडियल थिंग. ओके, ट्रांजिशन होगा, दे माइट फाइंड इट स्ट्रगलफुल, बट फिर भी लेट देम स्ट्रगल. कहीं ना कहीं पे स्ट्रगल विल आल्सो बी हेल्पफुल फॉर देम. दे विल कम आउट विथ better struggling child, and they will come out with better student.
Okay, so I like that. Anjana madam, you have to add something to the point. Yeah, please.
या जब आप बात कर रहे थे कि लर्निंग में what
Difficulties, yeah.
learning difficulties, see, as you rightly said कि वो transient learning problems हो सकती हैं. The incident या overall prevalence तो नहीं बढ़ेगा learning disability का. That is first thing. Second thing is काफी बच्चों में, especially the middle school or the so I would say somewhere from the 3rd standard to 7th standard. Now these are the children who will be majorly struggling because कहीं ना कहीं अगर वो concept miss out हुए हैं, so they may have those gaps in conceptual learning, especially maths, especially languages. So they could have these kind of problems, and I think यहाँ पे parents को critically देखना होगा अपने बच्चों को, teachers को थोड़ा individual attention देना होगा, so that those gaps can be bridged. वो gaps filling करनी पड़ेगी, क्योंकि अगर बच्चे ने बाय चांस फॉर व्हाटएवर रीजन, उसके जो भी चैलेंजेस हो कोविड पीरियड में, अगर बच्चे ने कुछ कॉन्सेप्ट्स मिस आउट किए हैं लर्न करने में, तो फिर वो कॉन्सेप्ट बनाने पड़ेंगे ना वापस. until वी डोंट गिव दैट एक्स्ट्रा सपोर्ट, तो वो कॉन्सेप्ट लैग रह जाएगा. So that is something which I think is that little support has to be given to the child.
Yeah, I think we are ending towards our session, and just I wanted to have an open question to all about online to offline learning in a special children. Just a small comment, Anurag, Priyanka, Nandita madam, Anjana madam, just Amola, just let me know.
Yeah, this is going to be a boon for special children, because special children, they were as such, they have so much of problems in their life. It will be a good socializing for them, and they can most of these special children, they are having therapies in their school also. So special educators are there, more children are there, they will interact socially, so they will have more emotional bonding with other children, and their performance will be better since their emotions will be better, their behavior will be better.
Yeah, so madam is very positive about it. Take from others.
Yes. So what I would like to say here is कि जहाँ तक स्पेशल किड्स का सवाल है, what I feel is it is a boon for them. First, एक तो जो भी हाइपर एक्टिव बच्चे होते हैं, ADHD वाले बच्चे थे जो भी हमारे, they find it very difficult online studies. तो अगर ऑफलाइन होती है तो definitely they will do far better than what actually we expect. सेकेंड थिंग जो होती है सेंसरी लर्निंग, जैसे जो भी सेंसरी प्रोसेसिंग डिसऑर्डर्स वाले बच्चे होते हैं, तो SI थेरेपी अगर हम करवाते हैं तो अगेन वो तो फिजिकल पार्ट है, तो अगर उसमें तो देयर इज नथिंग लाइक ऑनलाइन, राइट. तो जब बच्चा ऑफलाइन स्टडी करेगा तो ऑटोमेटिकली वो इट इज अ काइंड ऑफ थेरेपी फॉर देम. अगर वो 2 घंटा स्कूल भी जाता है तो भी थेरेपी हो जाती है. थर्ड थिंग, इवन इफ दे वर टेकिंग ऑनलाइन सेशंस, ये भी होता था कि स्पेशल एजुकेशन या तो मतलब ऑब्जर्व्ड ऑनलाइन थेरेपी वो लोग ले रहे थे ड्यूरिंग दिस सिचुएशन. तो जैसे जब वो ऑफलाइन होती है तो जो स्पेशली जो थेरेपिस्ट होते हैं, दे कैन हैव देयर इनपुट, अगर आप बच्चे को जब एक्चुअली फिजिकली देखते हो तो आपका यू कैन बेटर असेस द चाइल्ड. तो जो भी जैसे प्लान में चेंज करना होता है अकॉर्डिंगली, तो वो ऑनलाइन नहीं हो सकता, वो डेफिनेटली ऑफलाइन इज अ बेटर ऑप्शन. सो देयर आर मल्टीपल एस्पेक्ट्स, मल्टीपल कंडीशंस. अगेन ऑटिज्म वाले जो बच्चे हैं उनकी तो मेन कम्युनिकेशन की प्रॉब्लम है, तो दैट आल्सो विल बी सॉल्व्ड अगर ऑफलाइन स्कूल हो जाती है तो. सो इट विल डेफिनेटली हेल्प like anything. For special
I think, Amola, you have covered most of the things together. I'd like to go for the next 2 last questions so that we can work out on the end part of the thing. Before that, if Mr. Rajendra Patil is a teacher from the rural area, is he there? I wanted him to actually give his experience. If he's there, I would like him to talk. Rajendra Patil, thank you. Please be on the stage and let us know what is your experience and what you want to tell to all the pediatricians over here especially. Rajendra Patil, sir, please. Can you unmute yourself and have a word with us, Rajendra Patil?
So he can talk, sir. He can talk.
Yeah, please. I think is.
I've requested him to unmute.
Yeah. Till that time, I'm going to give an open question to all of you, all of the panelists over here. अगर आपका किसी नियर बाय बच्चा ऑफलाइन स्कूल में जाने लगा है and unfortunately there is some query COVID in their school, how will you continue, will you stop, how will you deal with the condition? सबके लिए मुझे लास्ट क्वेश्चन है एंड देन विल
इस बात पर भी बहुत डिपेंड करता है कि पेरेंट्स का क्या रिस्पॉन्स है उसके लिए.
I think madam will just wait. Rajendra Patel is there. Please, we'll complete and then we'll everybody I want to think and answer. Yeah. Rajendra Patel, please.
नमस्कार सर.
Yeah.
आवाज येतोय माझा?
अगदी खडखडीत बोला.
हा सर, मी एक टीचर आहे आणि ग्रामीण भागातली शाळा आहे माझी, जिल्हा परिषद शाळा. तर त्या ठिकाणी ऑनलाईनला खूप मोठे प्रॉब्लेम आले, आम्हाला इश्यूज आले. त्या ठिकाणी नेटवर्क कनेक्टिव्हिटी असेल, कडे मोबाईल अवेलेबल नसतो. तर अशा वेळेस आम्हाला ऑफलाईन हा पर्याय अगदी व्यवस्थित वाटला. त्यामुळे ज्या वेळेस हे थोडं पॅन्डेमिक पिरियड जरा कमी झाला, तर आम्ही गावातलं समाज मंदिर असेल, शाळा, कुठेतरी एखाद्या मोकळ्या जागेवर आम्ही विद्यार्थ्यांना गोळा करून त्यांना ऑफलाईन एज्युकेशन देण्याचा प्रयत्न केला. तर त्याचा चांगला पॉझिटिव्ह इफेक्ट आम्हाला जाणून आला.
Yeah, great. So this is I think this message should go to most of the teachers and most of the parents and आम्ही सगळ्यांनी we all what we are talking and you made it in one line that how it is going to benefit the offline part. Thank you, sir, and be with us for the next sessions as we want you to be the very interactive person with us. Thank you again with your experience. Now I'll go back to our panel with a tricky question to ask that. If you'll end up in a problem with your own or a nearby relative and there's some query, risk of COVID in the school, how will you deal with that? Will you continue? Will you stop? How will you interact with that? Priyanka, ma'am.
Yeah, this will depend on parents' reaction to it. Now, I will be intervening like a doctor, or you want me to intervene like a neighbor?
Like a nearby person, is a nearby relative, madam.
Yeah. So I will.
हमकी भांजी है, भांजा है, ऐसा कुछ है.
Yeah, I will tell them not to worry because we have seen that the severity in children is not that much.
Severity is not there, very important.
Plus because partially शायद बच्चों में थोड़ी बहुत एंटीबॉडी बन गई है because most of the adults they were exposed to COVID in some way or the other way and children were staying with parents. So we are not even if children are having RT-PCR positive, then also we haven't seen any seriousness in these children. So we will pacify them और हम उन्हें बोलेंगे कि आप अपने बच्चे का भी टेस्ट कराइए, RT-PCR कराइए और अगर उसको कोई सिम्टम आता है, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल पूरे सेफ्टी मेजर्स जैसे हमने पहले बात किया, पूरे सेफ्टी मेजर्स होने चाहिए. बच्चा आपका सैनिटाइज होना चाहिए, उसको गर्म पानी खूब पिलाइए. गर्म पानी पिलाने से तो वायरस गले के अंदर ही मर जाएगा अगर कुछ होता भी है तो एंड स्टीम खूब लीजिए, बच्चे को स्टीम दे के भेजिए. स्कूल में भी प्रोविजन होना चाहिए कि बच्चों को आप स्टीम पिलाएं थोड़ा मॉनिटर्ड तरीके से एंड उनको थोड़ा लिक्विड वाटर भी पिलाएं. प्लस अगर बच्चे में जरा भी कोई सिम्टम है, टेम्परेचर चेकिंग स्कूल में हो ही रही है. अगर बच्चे का जरा भी टेम्परेचर राइज होता है या बच्चे को रनिंग नोज होती है, कॉफ होता है, तो तुरंत बच्चे को आप विड्रॉ कर लीजिए अगर जरा भी बॉडी एक होता है, सिम्टम्स आते हैं. बट अदरवाइज देयर इज नो नीड. जिस बच्चे को कोविड के सिम्टम आते हैं, जो उसके कॉन्टैक्ट्स थे, जो उसके आसपास बैठते थे, डेफिनेटली दे शुड नॉट कम टू द स्कूल. दे शुड बी प्रॉपर्ली स्क्रीन्ड.
अंजना मैडम, नंदिता मैडम, अनुराग. हाँ, Nandita madam.
On the same note, what I would add is if there is an outbreak, a child is suffering from COVID, not just RT-PCR positive, in that class, the other students who are in the vicinity, if the child you were talking about who is known to me, if that child is sitting nearby, that child should be withdrawn. But otherwise, there is an outbreak in another class and in class 3 and my child is in class 1, there is no reason to not send the child to school. But yes, precautions must be maintained. All the points that Priyanka has pointed out, they must be looked into. And regarding vaccination also, parents, teachers, all school staff, they should all be vaccinated. And if there is any doubt, get your child tested. You can do repeated testing and keep close eyes on the symptoms. And as already mentioned, because these children generally are having milder infection, Well, children do suffer from cough and cold. It may be just like that, just caused by COVID. So take
Yeah.
care accordingly. No
Great.
reason to
Anjana.
panic.
Yeah, Anjana madam.
Yeah, I would fully agree with what the other two experts have said. My only thing is that what is happening is that the moment it's highlighted too much, you know, and that causes a lot of anxiety among the parents. We have, at least in Mumbai, we've had schools open up and then close, open up and then that close. So what is happening with the authorities? They need to be on the ground. If you ask me, the anxiety is not going to go away till the children are vaccinated.
Absolutely. Yeah.
No.
Till that time, there will be confusions and there will be anxieties, and we need to be dealing
We're
with
hoping
them.
the rollout could happen in December, and then, you know, by the next, everything is going to streamline or come, you know, to the pre-COVID situation only once they are, vaccinated. Then
Absolutely.
you can. Otherwise, these periodic things are quite disruptive.
Absolutely. And let's be prepared for such off and on conditions, and that's what. Amula, I think she wants to add
Yes.
some.
Yeah. So what I always feel is there is a very fine line between underdoing, doing, and overdoing things. So there are few, I guess, differences can be according to the state as well. So as far as I know, there are many hardly there are cases in Ahmedabad. So we can be careful that it can be a simply flu, and then we can counsel parents, or we
Yeah.
can talk safely. But as far if it is the same situation in, say, South Kerala, then we cannot give the same answer. So depending on the situation in that particular area, the measure should be taken. So rather than overdoing or becoming over anxious, if we consider it in a proper way, in that particular area, that would be most helpful, I guess.
Great. I think that's another way. It is not necessarily COVID. It may be something different. I think Anurag, you are the full and final answer to all these things. Do you want to add something?
We have to see whether the case is really a COVID case or not. And if it is really a COVID case, then we have to quarantine all the contacts with that case. And it should not be a panic reaction. And it should be a guided one. All the contacts will be quarantined. The rest of the school must go on as usual. And this should be the response.
Absolutely. So here our doctor's role may be quite highlighted, that we should be giving a very positive support to that. And this online to offline, as everybody is saying, that it is going to be a big challenge. So let's take a very small step for each and everything. We may fail, we may have to come back, we have to go ahead, and we'll continue with that. And that is why this initiative started with BioBliss is important. We are all the teacher. I'm very happy that a teacher was there on the platform. The teacher, parents, and doctors are on the same platform. I think we have started with a small number today, but I'm very sure that this type of stage or platform will be helpful for all of us to discuss our issues together and find some good positive answers. I'm really thankful to all the experts over here to giving the right and very snappy answers to every points we are discussing. And I'm really happy to and thankful to this platform again to be with us. And if everybody permits, we'll conclude with the this point.